2 people need to sit by that mic.
This is gonna be like on the
But
fly.
you can sit next to Katrina if you want.
Yeah.
I'm by myself.
Oh no, go sit next to Corey.
Because that's
Don't sit
no
next to Katrina.
funny.
She's got too much stuff going
It's
on.
kind of it is kind of crowded back here.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, you could. I don't know. You can't do that.
That's true.
That's what she said.
You're live.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
Hello,
You
and
want me
welcome
to
back to
restart it, or-
Hour 6. I hope you guys all liked the Phantom Balls episode with our special guest, Robert Kirkman. He was very nice to donate some time and some signatures.
That was Robert Kirkman?
Yeah.
I thought that was Robert Carlyle.
That'd be a cool one.
Let's get him next.
Because I know out of all the things that people are going to say they like from him, me saying Ravenous isn't going to be
Out
high on
there.
the list.
That movie terrified me so bad when I was younger.
See? Thriller.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there we go. That's a good one.
Ooh. See, but like now, 28 days later, is that a thriller or a horror movie?
I think that's a horror movie.
It's a thriller.
Both.
Thriller?
I think you do multi-categories on some of that.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
All right. You all right, Alan? All right.
Got
So,
my thinking cap on.
okay. So you guys can turn that mic to whoever needs to talk to it. So yeah, this is Hour 6. If you're still with us, I appreciate it. You know, all these dollars you're donating are going to a very good charity. Child's Play, and that's not Chucky.
No.
I don't.
Or Grima Wormtongue.
What's the
Or
other category?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Is he in that?
yeah, he is.
Okay, I haven't seen that. So Corey wrote down a little game. We've been talking nonstop about everything all day, mostly Comic-Con and how you pee and a few other things. But Corey has a game that's going to make me sound stupid.
Maybe.
It usually does.
I've made this in very little time, so hopefully the questions.
You mean he put very little time into it?
Yes. Hopefully they make sense.
Okay, so lay it on us. What is it? Let's.
Okay, we've done it before, but I'm going to ask two questions. One's going to be about fantasy, like trivia or like fictional trivia type stuff, and then compare it with a question that's similar to it but about real life. So, instead of asking
I think
about
Eric already failed.
He's already confused.
the capital of Westeros is King's Landing. What's the capital of North Dakota? Who knows?
What, you're gonna ask me like we should sanction Wakanda or?
Hitler, North Dakota.
I have a question. Has to do with
Hitler, North
Wakanda.
Dakota?
You remember where that's from?
No.
Simpsons.
Oh, Eric.
Watching
Yeah,
You didn't know
okay, I already lost twice.
Okay, that's not. That wasn't part, but
Anyways.
So shoot us with one, Corey. Let's hear this thing.
Okay. So, one person here, maybe two, might answer this one. I want the names of 2 of the provinces of Tamriel, the fictional land in Elder Scrolls. So, there are about, I think,
Pass.
8 provinces. And they're the name of some of the games in the series.
Pass.
If you want to say one, Anthony.
I got one.
Okay.
Daggerfell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to speak into the mic.
Morrowind.
Yeah.
Alan. Skyrim would also be a big one there.
Yeah. And
Pass.
you played Elder Scrolls 3, didn't you?
What? Oblivion?
Yeah. Where did that take place?
Oblivion?
Cyrodiil.
Oblivion?
You are oblivious, sir.
Brian?
No idea.
No, I think it's all the ones that games had came out for. I don't know. There's a couple more regions, but I didn't write them all down.
So-
Whatever the 6th one is that was announced at E3.
Oh, did they just announce them?
Yeah, they said Elder Scrolls.
Oh, where that's going to take place?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, whatever that world is.
Who knows?
It just said a 6 on it, didn't
Yeah,
they
it's
didn't,
just
they
6.
didn't release where it's going to take place at yet.
It's gonna be in 6, Anthony.
So, I would like you guys to name 2 countries on the Arabian Peninsula. Besides
Pass.
Saudi Arabia. Because that one's a give me.
Turkey,
Can I just do them both?
Jordan.
Yemen and Kuwait.
Yes and yes. Anybody else have any others? Just
And why do you know that?
Call of Duty.
No, he knows that. He knows that because he dated somebody for.
She was from Afghanistan. That's nowhere near there.
Well, I was just guessing. Why do you know that?
I've looked at a map.
Nice burn.
How many more are there?
There are at least 1, 2, 3, 4.
What did you say, Eric?
Said Yemen and
Kuwait.
I think
You seem to be pretty clueless about a lot of things. Why did you know so much about that?
UAE.
And it's
Some
not,
people like
and it
geography.
is not
United
just
Arab
because you've looked at a
Emirates.
map.
UAE is one, isn't it?
Yeah, the United Arab Emirates.
What about Turkey?
Nope.
Oman. Turkey's on the other side.
Amman is there. Yep.
Jordan?
Nope.
Syria.
Nope.
No, it's north.
You guys got pretty good. You got all but 2.
Pakistan?
No.
It's over by India.
No idea.
Is it is it Niger? Is that one of the places? No.
No. Wrong continent, probably.
I didn't want to pronounce that wrong.
Yeah, don't do that, dude.
There was a news outlet that did that.
Oh no.
Yeah, like I don't know if it was CNN.
Ooh, that's bad.
They always read the teleprompter.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
The 2 missing ones, Bahrain and Qatar.
Sorry, yeah.
I had never even heard of the first one.
Yeah.
Is it
It's there.
Qatar
Now-
or Qatar?
I don't know.
Qatar.
Here's my question for you. Did you know all these before you looked them up? Okay.
That one, no. I tried to think. So that one had Tamriel in my mind. I was like, okay, I can think of a couple places. What's a place where there's like a couple countries that I would know nothing about? And I found that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to think about doing something in like by Papua New Guinea, trying to find some countries over there. No, I'm not this smart. Sorry, Eric. You guys, you two knew that. No,
He's looked at a map.
That's
Is that
true.
over by New Zealand?
Papua New Guinea? Yeah,
Ish.
ish. You know, you can't swim.
Isn't Papua New Guinea by nothing? I mean, that's the closest place it's to, but isn't it pretty far out in the ocean?
It's by Australia. No, New Zealand's more out.
I mean,
To
it's
nothing.
southern hemisphere.
Papua New Guinea's the start of
Nobody can hear you, Alan.
the chain of islands.
I know it's southern hemisphere. I don't know how far it is from New Zealand or the Australian continent.
Okay.
I think technically Papua New Guinea shares another country on the same island. I could be wrong, but look it up.
What's the lizard island that has all the monitors?
Galapagos.
Is it the Galapagos?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the Komodo dragons.
Well, there's a Komodo
There's the
Island.
Galapagos iguana, isn't there?
Well, Galapagos is where all those species were. That's off of the coast of South America. It's off the coast of South America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Corey's next question.
No, it is no. Okay, so who wants to shout this one out first? How many players are there allowed in one Fortnite battle?
100.
50.
100. How many days are in a fortnight?
14.
Who said all at once? Everybody know that?
We've read Shakespeare, man.
No, Alan, Katrina, and Anthony actually got it.
Okay. Not that
I can hear it in the headset, so
I'm not keeping score. I just heard.
I'm keeping score.
Are you?
We've read books, Corey.
It's good. Okay, so I want the name of the currencies, the money currency, in Final Fantasy, Zelda, and Fallout games, respectively.
Nuka-Cola.
Gil.
It's Gil. You said Fallout's was
Nuka Caps, sorry.
Nuka-Cola Caps. What was the second game?
Zelda.
Zelda.
Rubies.
Rupees.
It's
No, rupees.
rup-
That's
it-
India.
I thought it was rupees.
Nah,
Rupees, I
it's
think,
with
are
a
real.
P.
Rupees are the fake one. So, rupee.
So who gets that point?
I'm not keeping
Brian?
score.
Oh, is it a 3-point?
You gotta talk-
3-point question or a 1-point question?
Sure.
They get a 3-point question.
no,
and
it's
give
for-
Alan 2 and me 1.
I said Nuka
Then
Caps.
we each get a point because he said Gil.
Sorry, I don't keep
He said
score.
the thing.
But what did
most of us
Anthony
knew.
say?
I said
Gil.
from
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
He said it first.
Yeah.
I'll give them both a point.
Is this like whose line is it anyway? Where the points don't matter.
Oh wait. Sorry.
Basically, what are you going to get? A squirt?
I already have one.
All right.
And not a can. Not in a can, buddy.
So what was the actual question? I'm saying loony right away. Go
oh,
ahead.
the actual. Should I do one country at a time?
Go ahead.
What's the name of the currency in Japan?
Yeah.
Yen.
Yen.
Do you want to give a point to whoever said that first?
Well, me, Alan, and Katrina were all pretty close.
Whatever you want to do. Britain.
The
Yeah.
pound.
No. No.
Pound.
Or the quid is the slang for pound.
It's true.
No bonus points awarded to you, sir.
You received no points.
And Switzerland.
That would be the mark.
Not what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 1 don't know if what I read is
No.
right.
The Swiss mark, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are they on a separate on the
Chocolate.
euro?
Are they on euro?
Euro?
That's for Europe, but specifically for Switzerland, I had something else.
What is it? Since nobody answered.
Did nobody know there? The franc.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right. He's right.
all right.
All right. So I guess will be
Well, just a second. We'll take a pause to drag this out a little longer.
yeah.
We've got Eric and his map at 3 points. Katrina at 2 points. Alan at 6 points. Brian at 1 point. And me and Anthony, or Anthony and I don't know if you have any English questions, at 4 points.
No English.
Excuse me. I'm having pizza.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
So this next one is kind of easy and then kind of hard. So we'll see how.
Is that
you
a
do.
riddle? It's kind of easy and kind of hard.
No, I'm just thinking of ideas. So I'll just separate it. I'll say it real quick. Who is the main creator god in Norse mythology?
Odin.
Odin.
Dang it.
Did you say North mythology
North.
or Norse?
Norse.
North mythology, of North.
The Allfather?
Yeah, and Greek mythology.
Zeus.
Zeus? Well,
Well,
technically, no.
it'd be Zeus's.
Kronos.
Yeah.
Zeus's father.
Oh, is he technically a god or is he a titan?
He was neither. His body created the Titans, and Zeus killed his father and went to war with the Titans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what God of War 3 happened. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
What did you have now?
I had Zeus.
If you have Zeus, I'm taking the point. And what was the first one? Oh, yeah, Alan got it.
And then I want the main one for Hinduism.
Ganesh? No.
It's the three. So you have Shiva, who's the death god. You have no, idiot.
Yeah, Alan has that way of making me feel kind of dumb.
No. Kali.
Except
Kali's
he
the
doesn't
goddess of
speak into the
destruction.
mic.
Shiva's the god of death, and
The god of creation.
Brahma.
Yeah,
Look at
Yeah.
me. Did he answer all three of them?
Brahma's the only one I wanted.
Oh.
And now in Japanese,
Speaking to the mic.
Which Japanese religion?
Shinto.
Shinto is just kami.
Not what I have. Or it may be short for it's a long name. It's
It's just I don't know, I'm
Kiyomono.
not an expert at that, but isn't it just like divine spirits?
this one. It was the mother of the sun and creator of all or something.
Or something.
Mary.
Yeah, I Wikipedia'd it.
Courtney.
No, any Amaterasu,
Jennifer.
Oh, okay.
Amikati.
Isn't that, yeah, that's
Amikami?
the game with the Akami. It
Yeah,
goes
that's
with
what
the-
they after.
Kami. Okay.
You guys need to lean into that when you talk.
This one's another
I don't. You guys can move the mic. Just make sure you're talking to each other.
easy and hard. I'll stretch this one out. So I was going to ask for one of the names of Ant-Man's ants, but I'll take all three.
Anthony.
He ran by two ideas in the
Yeah, in the
sequel,
new movie.
which I don't know who hadn't
I'm
saw
gonna
it.
throw a guess out, but Antigone, would that be one?
I'm trying to guess. I'm trying to think.
I haven't seen the second one yet, so I'm at a loss.
Yeah,
It was.
the throwaway joke.
It was a famous name.
Two of them were
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins.
very close.
No.
Anthony
You got the idea right.
Smith.
Anthony Kiedis.
No.
It'd be funny if he did Anthony Mackie because he's the Falcon. To just throw that out there.
That'd
That would have
funny.
been good.
No.
Anton LaVey.
Say like Desperado.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
That was one.
Oh, I'm not giving myself a point for that because it was a hint.
And then Civil War.
Civil War, like the actual
That's
Civil
the
War.
clue. Civil War General.
Oh, it's Ulysses S. Grant.
Ant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I almost want to
Doesn't
give
all of
myself
his
a point
ants just
for,
die,
but I
though?
won't. Not all of them.
I
whole
feel
lot of
like
them died in
I
that
feel like
movie.
some of them did, but I can't remember the last one I landed.
I'm not giving anybody points for that. I gave somebody for Anthony. I gave Katrina for Anthony.
This one's hard, but for some reason I knew it, but I doubt any of you will.
Okay,
Oh,
good
okay.
question.
Yeah.
Way to do the head tilt, too.
But, you know, the scientific name for an ant is no.
Small skeleton.
I
Gorilla.
remember from my old Disney thing. It's
The Disney animal show.
Chiaotzu.
Burns in the sun a lot.
Formicidae.
Pharmacy. Oh,
That ring a bell
should
at
have
all?
known that. Yeah.
Alan, you idiot.
It's like high school,
Haven't you?
school biology, man.
Yeah.
I didn't do well on that.
All right.
That was a while ago.
King Arthur's famous castle's called,
Camelot.
Camelot.
I was about to say no, but yeah.
Spamalot.
and
It's just
What?
yeah. It's-
even though it's fiction, what country was it located?
Albion, or Britain.
I would have taken that, or Britannia, or
okay.
and Alexander the Great's capital thing he named the city he named the capital.
Alexandria.
Oh.
That's one he named before he died as his capital. It was not Alexandria.
Say Constantinople.
Nope.
I'm sorry. Repeat your
So
question.
Alexander the Great, before he died,
Speaking of the mic.
wanted to name one city as his capital, or did.
Yeah, he named Alexandria his capital.
Maybe before he died, but on his deathbed, where he died at, the city he died at was what he named the capital.
Oh God, he died.
City center.
His famous name. So if you guys thought ancient cities,
Athens,
nope.
Rome,
No,
Babylonia, Constantinople.
no.
You're kind of close.
Constantine.
I had a different name.
Atlantis.
Brian was very hot.
Was
Like Hansel.
Istanbul, really?
No.
He died.
Rome, Athens.
He died in
Cairo.
Kandar.
Babylonia,
No,
Damascus.
Into the mic.
Anatolia.
No.
The
Please go by
sun.
different names. It might throw me off because I'm not a historical expert. But it was Babylon.
Oh.
So Babylonia.
Didn't
somebody
I thought
said-
Brian
He
said
said
Babylon.
Babylon,
He said
yeah.
Babylon.
Yeah, it's Babylon and Babylonia.
Brian.
The same thing.
Oh, Babylon's the city. Babylonia's the nation.
I
Is it?
gave the point to Brian.
I was saying-
I thought he said Babylon as
Close
well.
enough.
What
Yeah.
what present day country is that located in?
That would be Iran
No.
and Iraq.
Correct. The Millennium Falcon made the Kessel Run in about how many parsecs?
12.
Correct. It would say less than parsecs, but as confirmed in Solo, it was a little bit above.
Can someone explain to me again? That is not a measure of time, correct?
It's a measure of distance.
Distance.
So it's how the computer maps out the
So
route. So
I
it
don't
gets so
underst-
close
I don't
to the
understand it,
black
Brian.
hole.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Solo?
No,
Really?
no.
God.
Wait,
That's
yes,
upsetting. You have?
no. Yes. You asked me if I said no, and you said really, and I said no again on accident. I should have said yes.
You said Tony?
so you've seen it?
You said Tony.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
You missaid your name? Yeah.
Toby.
No.
I haven't seen it yet.
Easy one. The biggest race at Daytona is how many miles long?
500.
Wait, so it's 500 miles, not 500 laps?
No, because each lap is, I think, 2.5 miles.
Oh, I always thought it was 500
So
laps.
I think they have to do
No, it's
200
the
laps.
Well,
miles.
not all tracks are the same distance, I don't
Well,
think.
the, yeah, the
okay.
Daytona 500.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go like Talladega's 2.6 miles around or something like that. So a little bit more.
Somebody's going to tweet us and be like, this Corey guy is full of shit
Yeah.
about something.
I'll just say Google
Fact checks you the entire time.
Yeah. Hashtag Corey's full of shit.
for the next prize.
This hour's price.
Yeah. We haven't even been doing him every hour, but if you just hashtag Corey's full of shit, I will give you a high five.
And hashtag 9to5nurse. Can you make a hashtag that long?
You hashtag each one.
Corey?
It's Corey spelled with EY.
Yes, EY.
And with apostrophe. Corey is full of shit.
Corey is. Like, no.
Tobias is Queen Mary.
I'll just have it say, we'll take out the Mary.
Hashtag fuck Corey.
Tobias
no,
is queen.
No, fuck Corey. There's
Then
not many people that want to.
what is the name of the landlocked African country that was ruled by the Black Panther?
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
Yes. Can you name any of the two other 16 landlocked African countries?
What about Zaire and the Congo?
I have no and no.
They're both landlocked.
What's landlocked?
Means that
There's
there's
no
no
water.
water.
Well, there's still
No
rivers,
ocean.
No ocean.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I got
Kenya,
Nigeria.
Nairobi.
No,
Oh,
Nigeria
it was a city again.
faces.
Nigeria's west.
so far. I'm pretty sure I have an alphabetical. I've just written out. None of them shouted out. I don't think are right yet.
Eric, you've looked
Lydia?
at a map.
Don't cheat.
I'm cheating. I didn't look at this map.
You only.
I'm very selective on my mapping.
What?
Mike.
You can start throwing out countries in Africa, man. Anybody? Any more countries?
Libya? Isn't that a country in Africa?
Uganda.
It's on the north.
Uganda is one.
I didn't say I knew where it was.
Egypt.
No.
No,
That's
it's
not
No.
landlocked.
You're in
No,
denial.
it's
The
on
Suez Canal. And
Oh, there's a lot of them. I can't read from this far, but
16.
I am.
There's how many?
16.
Holy crap!
You-
Now
you joke
Anthony and I
earlier.
can't answer.
Swaziland.
Oh.
That
They've
is
also-
one.
They've also changed their names a lot.
Swaziland is one.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe is a third.
About Niger.
That is one, but I'm sure you cheated.
They
You just wanted to
He
say
said
it.
it before.
He just wants to say it again and again.
He had a premonition.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, we're terrible at geography.
I'm not good at it. I'm not popular.
Which one was in contention as being not
I
Myanmar?
disagreed about Zaire, but I think that maybe because there have been so many revolutions and the country
Oh,
probably
is
changed.
the name different than what?
It probably has
Current-
now. I'm not up on the latest.
We should just skip this one.
Yeah, I already gave
Well,
Alan the points that he
Yeah,
answered.
he got 2 out of or 3 out of.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Well, she's looking at the map now, so
Yeah.
it doesn't count.
Okay.
Eritrea, I guess. would
So
also be one
I guess
that's-
first to shout these out. Can you name the 3 planets that the Skywalker men lost limbs on?
Mustafar, Bespin, and
Did he lose his arm on a? He was up.
Well, what's the
in
name of
Death
Cloud City?
Star.
Bespin.
that's what its name is? I didn't-
Geonosis.
Correct.
Oh. I don't know.
That's 3 out of 3.
Well, this is why we're not playing Alan in trivia.
Alan, I told you not to answer. Yeah. Anakin lost 2 limbs or 3 limbs on 2 different planets, not including again his robot hand chopped off in the Death Star.
Which
But-
was not on.
It was not that
Mike!
technically.
It's not a
Sorry.
planet.
Right.
It's not a moon either.
Endor
It's a
was
space
moon.
station.
That's one other shout out. Name the 2 planets closest to the sun.
Mercury and Venus.
Okay.
I'm just like, at this point, like,
I
if
think-
you would have given me a second, I think I would have gotten those.
I think the next one. I think you already won, so you just set out the question.
Well, as of right now, Alan has
Come on,
A
Mike.
billion points.
18, and I'm next with 8. And then Katrina and Anthony have 4, Eric has
Yay.
3, and Brian has 2.
And that's the last
And Brian's
question.
checked out, so
Not true.
But Eric did look at a map.
he did look at
Wait,
a map.
He looks at maps.
Before he's known for
The
looking
wrong-
at maps.
The wrong map.
Don't do that.
Don't do
Sorry. It
Hit
hit.
against the table.
Go ahead.
Mike picks it up.
Okay. In the film trilogy, not the books, how many individuals actually touched the One Ring?
4.
5.
No. It doesn't have to be on screen, but
Really?
in the film,
Oh,
Story.
okay. Wait.
because I'm not counting Tom Bombadil. That's why.
Okay.
7. Sorry, 6. It was 6. I just counted.
How many did you say?
I said 7, and then I said I think it's 6.
I said 6.
7?
So we stick with 6 or 7?
I'm going to 7 because he said 6.
7. Can you name them?
It's Sauron. Oops. Is my mic still on?
You're
Yes.
fine.
Sauron. Aragorn's ancestor. I can't think of his. Isildur. Thank you. Gollum. Bilbo. Sam. I had these all in my head. Frodo. And
Don't want you to say something.
well, he didn't.
Not sure?
Boromir didn't touch it. He grabbed the chain, so that doesn't count.
What about
There's one character.
Bilbo's friend?
Whoever can
Bilbo?
think of the missing character gets a point.
The guy that Bilbo killed. Or the guy that Golem killed.
Yeah, his friend in the boat.
Oh
he dove,
yeah.
He dove in, he got it
Deagle.
out.
Was that Oh, that wasn't a deleted scene either, was it?
No, that was
Okay.
in the beginning of number
So
3.
Brian gets it. But he didn't have the right number.
Yeah, so what if you want 2 points or 1 point or whatever?
I'll give you each a point. Or I'll just give it to Brian. I don't care.
I-
I'm getting second,
It doesn't matter.
and Alan's getting first by far.
Top of your head, who had it the longest? Any guesses?
Bilbo. No, it was probably Gollum.
Gollum probably.
Gollum.
According to Silmarillion, Sauron had it 1,800 years.
Oh,
I
Sauron.
guess
I was like,
technically
fuck.
makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
He took all that time and he didn't do shit.
Yeah, I guess that makes
I guess he had a
sense.
war with the elves, and then 1,800 years later, he.
He's too busy fighting Celebrimbor and.
Yeah.
How many U.S. presidents have we had?
45.
Let me tell you about answering.
Well, I mean, it's not really hard when everybody's saying
Calls
not
him
my 45
45,
right
yeah.
now, and 45 is constantly being brought out in the news.
Who was president the longest and for how many years?
Roosevelt for 12 years.
Which one?
There's two.
FDR.
FDR.
Yes. Good job.
Yeah. Wait, it was 12 years, right?
Yeah. He died in office, though.
Did he?
Yeah.
He won his 4th election and then died before.
I did not know that. Is that the last question?
That was it.
So, Alan with a whopping 19 points.
Woo!
Uh,
You win.
myself with
Yay.
9. Anthony and Katrina with 4. And Brian and the map maker at 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
Eric, you got all 3 of yours on the first question.
Yeah, you started off so fucking strong.
Maps. Look at him.
I got mine off technicalities. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Brian's always okay with that.
So I got. You haven't filled out any of it. It's hard, huh?
Yeah, and I've just been like spacing out.
I've been going gut reactions. Don't think about it. Just first thing comes.
Yeah,
to
you can do that.
For me, I was looking at the titles, and the first movie that came to mind was what I was doing. But I'm so far back from that. We talked about this earlier that you guys went out Pokemon hunting instead of going to the insiders meeting. And I had this conversation that I always thought that if Katrina were to pass away and I had to date one of my friends, it would be you. I'm looking at Corey.
Aww.
Oh.
Yeah.
His mind's changed now.
But after like ditching, even if I gave you like some leeway earlier about saying, yeah, I know you're more into Pokemon, you're not into comics, and that's fine. But foregoing not a once in a lifetime, but a rare occurrence to something you can play every day that I knew you would have still got a shiny, somebody would have traded you. Your girl would have traded you. I was like, you know what? Maybe I wouldn't date Corey.
Are you doing this on the pod? What are you doing? This what, you asked me to marry you or something?
Yeah.
I think he's breaking up with you.
Yeah, so I'm fictionally breaking up with you as the person I would date
Oh, you have a new target?
afterwards.
Is it?
No, see, and I don't know.
Is it the map reader?
No, it's not the map reader.
He'd run into the same problem, so
What?
I'm be like, I'm gonna go play Pokemon. Peace out.
Oh no, that's fine. Going playing Pokemon.
But you never get lost.
It's not about playing Pokemon. It's actually getting out and wanting to do different things. And I don't know if that's anything you'd want to do either. Not that I go out and do a bunch of different fucking things. I can't date Anthony. That's incest.
Well, this is a fictional world
Yeah.
where anything's possible.
So this is what are you?
He's
being-
alluding to the fact that
I don't like where
you
this
don't have
is
to
going.
disclude him just because it's incest.
Yeah, but I can't. It's not my.
it feels icky.
Did you say
If you don't think he's sexy, man, just say it.
that leaves me, if I was talking about the people that are here, that needs to be Alan and Brian. I'm married to Katrina, so I'm used to the person I'm with being smarter than I am. So that's not a problem. But you do work a lot.
I do. But
Brian-
with double income, I could probably only just work the one job.
I like your case.
But Brian doesn't reciprocate.
See, now Brian... I'm losing my voice all of a sudden.
Uh-oh.
He's getting choked up.
I can't believe this is happening. See, now Brian, you're not the nicest person to your people that you date.
I would agree with that statement at this point in my life.
See, I'm not trying to be rude,
Just
even though it comes
inflammatory.
off that way. But I don't think you would be that way to me.
That's what they all think.
I think I could change him.
There's the fallacy right there.
Again, I vastly different circumstances at this juncture.
Yeah, I don't know. I know this is a weird topic about who I would date. Here, since we're going down this rabbit hole, make your case. I'm a catch. Speak
Dude,
right into
they're
the
going
mic.
to be running from you. You have 2 kids to take care of.
Oh yeah, I'm a
house.
single dad.
Yeah, I'm already like a single, swinging dick. I'm
You pick, buddy. You're in.
like, I already live a pretty sweet single lifestyle.
You don't want to be tied down.
I'm ready to settle down. Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So how would you treat my kids? I should turn around and not look at you, and so I can pretend like
Mystery
this is
date
like the
number
mystery
1.
date game.
I want to make sure you lock eyes with me when I tell you this.
So if we were making whoopee,
I blow gently into your ear.
this is nice. I like this.
Who's the better cook?
That's kind of scary.
Oh, stop it! You're still here. This is fictional.
For today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, who knows what this may
Hey,
bring.
where are you going, Brian? See, you're already out the door.
Typical Brian.
Doesn't want to take care of 2 kids.
Hey, I just for the record, I had a good time this weekend. That was fun.
Yeah. Wait, which part?
Where we met up with Ethan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good kid. Well, this is going nowhere.
No one wants to date you, Robert.
Yeah, nobody
I'm
wants to date
sorry.
me. Even though Alan said he's ready to settle
Just
down.
hope I don't die.
I hope you don't die. I already said what the plan is.
I think that would be it, because then we'd have to take all of us would have to take care of Robert.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We would all fill different voids that Katrina had
Good luck.
occupied the entire time. And
Hey,
I
think
don't
awfully
think,
highly of yourself
I don't
over
think
there.
we would be able to do an adequate job of it.
It's because you're so irreplaceable.
Do you know what the plan is if that were to happen?
Assisted suicide?
I would pay off this house and move to Florida, and I would use this as an income property, and I would bail. I wouldn't want to stay here anymore. Sorry.
What the
Podcast
kids?
ends.
That's a
They'd
smart,
stay with
that's a
us.
smart financial.
The kids stay at the house?
Yeah, they come with the house. Yeah, so that's the plan. We're getting way off. We got to bring something here. I'm gonna end up cutting out some of this.
Yeah, very very dark, like foreshadowing going on. Right
We
now.
all have this.
Yeah, I'm
random
gonna
list. Are we
die.
gonna do this
That's
now, or are we gonna do it
the
later?
foreshadowing.
I think Anthony, you're single too, right?
Yes.
So I think you and I are the only 2 single people here right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's correct.
Get it on, fellas.
Well, I was just gonna say. Like you and I mean, we.
You didn't go banging for Roof on Saturday?
No, I didn't. I got home, and my friend is very mad at me right now because when I got home, I was like, hey, let's go out for drinks, let's do this. And he was like, oh, I'll make you dinner, I'll hit you up in like an hour or 2. And I was like, all right. And then when I want to do something, I want to do it like now.
Sure.
And then I waited and I laid down and my legs like melted because I've been walking Comic-Con for days. And I was like, I'm going to stay home. And he was super pissed off at me. So I feel bad, but sorry, not sorry. I was tired.
How about you and I? We hit up the nightlife. We go out trolling.
At what,
I'm-
like
I'm
4 o'clock in
down.
the morning when you get home?
Yeah, yeah. Because you know who's out at that hour?
The goodies.
The classy ones.
Yeah, all the cougs. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You guys are gonna do that, aren't you? I could see you doing that.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'd be down to go out.
Are you gonna take?
I'm a good wingman.
Are you?
Yeah, I talk people other than me up really high.
Would you say
I know you make me feel good about myself all the
Are
time.
you more of a Biggs or a
You're not
Wedge?
going to die today. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm legendary, like Wedge Antilles.
Nice. Don't say that when you're out.
Context, Corey. Context.
I'm really like, if you were to go downtown during Comic-Con, I mean, you run more of a chance of meeting somebody with similar interests and somebody that's into the same stuff as you are.
And is also from out of town.
Yeah.
Then you run into the risk
she's
of
from
having
the
a hard time.
Ukraine.
But you can have, I mean, if you hit it off, you could have a good week. I mean, I don't know.
I'm fully aware how that works.
I don't know how that works. I've been out of the game for a long time.
Where were you a week ago with this advice?
And even when I was in the game, I wasn't good at the game.
The game played
Thanks
you.
for staying around, Katrina. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
There's gonna be a lot of editing to this episode.
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna.
How about your breakfast balls from Werewolf?
Fuck! I meant to talk about that shit when Kirkman was here. Okay, so does everybody agree or disagree? I guess that there is a proper way and an improper way to eat certain things.
One ball at a time, guys.
Depends on what you're prefacing this with.
Pizza with a knife and fork? No.
Yeah, who eats pizza with a knife and fork? But that's not what I'm talking about.
Chicago deep dish pizza.
Yeah, super
Okay,
sloppy.
but how often do you eat the
Scalding
crust
hot pizza.
first?
Well, according to Donald and Ivana, you're supposed to eat it crust first.
What?
Why?
You remember when they had the stuffed crust pizza at Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Our
Were they the
president-
spokesperson?
Our president was the spokesperson.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You turn the pizza around and you eat the crust first.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Animals.
So,
Yeah,
okay,
it-
with
it-
stuffed crust, okay, I'll give you that. But like, if you're cutting a cake, you don't cut the fucking middle piece of the cake
Unless
out.
you're Parker and you want that piece with the certain thing.
You don't
on
let
there.
kids take control of the situation.
You do that if you want to make someone cry.
There you go. Did you make somebody cry?
Maybe.
I think. Okay. I think I remember. Was this a story on your podcast, or did you tell me this in person?
I might have told you this in
Okay.
person.
Get closer to the mic and tell this story.
It wasn't really anything there. It was just a really bratty kid's birthday that was in our little neighborhood, and they
Okay.
asked me to cut the cake.
Were you the adult?
No.
Were you a
I was
kid?
just one of the kids.
They asked the kid to cut the
Yeah, they
kid's
asked me to
cake.
cut the cake because I was the oldest one, and I was like, sure. So I just started cutting like circles and random like shapes, and he cried. That was really it. There was nothing fancy to it.
All right.
My friend Ben, he
Hetzel?
Yes, Ben Hetzel. I think he was on the podcast once.
A long time ago.
One time. Okay. So Ben Hetzel got fired from this job, one of the very many. Well, the day that he got fired from one of his jobs, someone was celebrating their birthday. Okay. And nobody wanted to take the first slice, so Ben decided he would take it upon himself to take the first slice. Now, he cut the biggest piece out of the very center of the fucking cake, and in the process of trying to get that piece out of the center, squished half the cake. Now, I'm not saying that's part of the reason he got fired, but everybody fucking hated him for it. Like, who takes the middle piece of the cake?
I think if you wanted to add insult to injury, how he should have done it is used his hand
Yeah.
and just pawed a gaping hole out of the center.
Like D'Angelo in The Office when
Yeah.
he just keeps grabbing the cake and then throw it in the garbage.
Jeez.
So this leads to something I saw downtown. Our favorite restaurant downtown, and Brian likes it too. Anthony's eating there. Corey's even in there. Alan, I don't think Eric. Have you eaten at Werewolf?
I've done breakfast there.
You've had breakfast at Werewolf? It's a good restaurant. Food's always good. They have. It's not a huge menu, so I feel like when places don't have huge menus, they can have like good food. You can focus on what you're good at. So they have this thing called Papa's Balls, or in the morning they're called breakfast balls. And they're smashed potatoes with bacon and scallions in them, and they roll them up, they fry them, and they cover them. In the morning it's gravy, and in the afternoon it's chipotle sauce and cilantro. So I think 7 come to an appetizer, basically.
Right.
And this person is eating them, and I look over at their plate, and they're cutting in, and there's 3 balls that are like half eaten. They're like cutting into them like it's like a steak or like a piece of cake where you're just eating it with fork by fork bite. When it's like it's more like eating chicken nuggets where you eat one at a time and you take
Maybe
a bite
they have
out.
taco neck syndrome or a really small mouth.
Small mouth makes me think of that Rick and Morty commercial.
With the big heads.
That was Little Bites. That was my favorite fucking commercial. That's one of my favorite things of the whole goddamn show. Little Bites. We got little fucking people up in here. This is hour 6 and I'm starting to fucking lose it. We got little legs. Everybody else has seen it but Corey. So we're all like fucking laughing. Little Bites.
Is it little bites or little bits?
It was little bits, you're right. Little bits.
Little ASMR. Mm.
You kind of he ad-libbed all those, like he just came up with those commercials on the spot too. Oh my god. Like there's that Ants in My Eyes Johnson. And then the guy selling the what was it, fake doors?
Yes.
So anyway, this lady was
We
eating
broke him.
bite-sized balls, right?
Yeah, but I mean like who eats like that? It really like I wasn't like you
He
son
was
of a
mad that
bitch.
she wasn't finishing the rest of it, that she was just eating half and then moving on to the next
She's
one.
probably the type of person that eats a Snickers bar with a knife and fork.
That
sounds
is
like
that a thing?
That sounds like a prim and proper lady.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Who eats a Snickers with? That's one of the things I was mad I didn't get downtown during Comic-Con. They were giving out
Snickers?
free Snickers and I didn't get one.
If you eat Snickers with a knife and fork, tweet Robert at 9to5nerds.
Yes, honestly, if you eat Snickers, I want to know what kind of person does that. Yeah.
A murderer.
I found that I have started to choose foods that I use utensils more than my hands because I find it to be a little bit cleaner.
I am the opposite. I refuse to eat nachos with a fork, even if it's so messy I get my fingers dirty.
I'm a
Because
bachelor. I still eat over the sink rather than dirty a plate.
I like it. I feel like nachos and like tater tots and things like that, chili cheese fries, they have to be eaten with your hands. Now, with that said, I didn't eat my funky fries tots because they were so far down into the
Container.
like the containers are deep. Like they put them into these new containers, so I couldn't get in there. But I feel like nachos need to be eaten with your hands. Are you eating pizza with a knife and fork now?
No, the 3 pieces I had today, I'll eat with my hands.
Yeah, we got a big pizza today. We are starting to lose it out there, everybody. This is our 6.
Still going strong.
Huh? Yeah.
Woo woo! We can do this.
The next goal is when we hit 200 episodes, we do a 24-hour straight
oh my god, no.
live broadcast.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine doing a radio show like this for 4 or 5 hours a day?
I could do 3
No.
hours a day easy.
Yeah.
I think I could. And I could prep for it. We don't prep for this as much. I mean, obviously, everybody listening, you heard our first couple episodes, and I think we were a lot stronger, but we're starting to kind of run out of gas. Oh, God.
My brain hurts.
Your brain hurts? Yeah, it's been a long day. Alan, you were the first. Oh, Corey was the first one here. Alan was the first guest here.
Hey yo.
Yeah, and he's been here the whole time, other than getting pizza.
So
I need to lean back. My back hurts.
I made you very upset. That woman.
Well, it was like the girl I traded a pen with. She was wearing the pin that I traded
God
her.
forbid somebody
No,
wear the pin that
no.
they buy on the lanyard that they're wearing around their
I'm
neck.
sorry, when you say pin, you mean like writing utensil? Or...
Pin.
No, like
P-I-N.
Okay.
Like collectible pin.
collecting pens.
Do you know who Scotty Young is?
No.
Scotty Young is I'd say a fairly well-known comic book artist. He draws all kinds of stuff, but he's pretty famous for drawing the Marvel characters or any characters as like children. There's one that says Thanos and he's like this, and it says "Come at me, bro," and it's like they're all as little kids. They look. I can see your skepticism on your face.
They're
but,
cute.
but they're actually really really cool. And he had not 2017, but 2015 and 2016, he had a pin set come out at the Marvel booth, and
then last year they decided to do emoticons,
And
which
they were
were
terrible.
garbage.
but
So this year they came back.
Are you part of that Disneyland pin?
Katrina,
I don't
people do.
trade my pens. I buy my pens and I keep them.
But like, here's a cover for Venom he did, where Venom's eating a lollipop that's Spider-Man. Like he does.
I think I've seen similar. Yeah, I think I've seen this art.
But and they're highly sought after. Katrina collects pins, so we've gotten him the 3 years that he's done them, and
Okay.
it's quite a wait. We waited in line for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, which Comic-Con time is like
Nothing.
a 5-minute wait at Disneyland.
It's a long wait for us
Yeah.
because we don't wait for anything.
So she wore the pin that you gave her?
We had gotten
They're-
blind boxes this year, which I don't do blind boxes. I don't like the idea of not knowing what I'm buying when I'm spending my money.
Of course. Yeah, I
So
agree.
especially when it comes to a pen that's, well, how much were the blind boxes? $15, and 2 of them
Yeah.
came in a box.
Wait,
I want to know.
$750.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and the sets were $25 a piece. So for a
What
set of
the-
4, it was $25. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, I wouldn't want to buy that shit blind either.
Right. So I typically
And to
don't.
put it in perspective, I bought an extra set to flip because we need money to pay for our trip. I know people will frown upon that out in the world, but we did flip one, and I bought it for $200 and sold it for $360. So I mean,
people are paying that kind of money for it.
the
That's
desire,
no fault of your own.
the
Yeah.
desire is out there.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, I typically don't get blind boxes because I don't want to waste my money. But this year,
but we got Nightcrawler, and he's
we,
awesome.
we did get Nightcrawler. So Robert, I had decided when we were in line. Yeah, that one. I was going to get 2 blind boxes. So we get up to the cash register, and Robert's like, oh, let's do 3. So I get 3 blind boxes, and we sort them all out. I end up with 3 Nick Furies, which is part of the drawback to doing a blind box. You get duplicates. So we included one of them with the set that Robert sold. I kept one, and then I had an extra one to trade. So I put it out there in the universe of the...
Twitter sphere.
Well, no, we did the
Twitterverse.
SDC badge holders
Oh yeah, it's a good group.
And I basically said, hey, I have this extra Nick Fury pen to trade. Does anybody want to trade it for these other ones? And so the girl who took us up on our offer, she was actually wearing it on her lanyard.
And it made Katrina as mad as I was when I saw the person eating balls wrong.
Well, like I had mine in the box and like put in the backpack, and
So you were mad because it was out of the box.
you can clearly tell that there's like scrapes on it. No, I didn't
At least
like
she
it.
wasn't like pinning it to her face and wearing it like a
That'd be awesome. Pin face.
Like
It was just
Pinhead?
irritating.
You want it? Come and get it.
One of the guys at work said when he was a kid, he fell out of a treehouse. Not like the high end of a treehouse. They were building a treehouse. And he fell down, and he fell onto a board that had a nail coming out of it. And he fell so high and so hard that the nail actually went into his bone.
He fell high.
He fell so hard. He fell so far. Fuck you. We're on hour 6.5.
Okay.
I'll kill everyone in this goddamn room. And is that a thing, Alan? Can you get a nail wedged in a bone to where it needs to be pulled out at the hospital?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you do
Force.
It doesn't crack. It just
like
wedges
when you do
itself
like
in
a
it?
hip replacement or when you break your hip, the surgery is they hammer a big metal spike into
They
your
don't.
bone.
They don't like drill it in. They hammer it in.
Depending on where it is.
Oh
yeah.
my god, that sounds painful.
That's usually why you're under anesthesia.
I don't. They don't do it. Did they? Do you have hypnosis as an option for people that don't want anesthesia?
For a surgery like that, I think you want to go with the anesthesia there.
When I moved in with my grandparents after living with my mom, and it was a bad time at my mom's place, and I didn't have a toothbrush.
Yeah.
I had 13 cavities when I moved into my grandparents, and I was so afraid of Novocaine, I asked them to do it without it. So I had 13 fillings with no Novocaine. And my grandma said I was just white knuckled on the chair. Now I'm like, my dentist now gasses you before he shoots you full of Novocaine, so you don't even feel the shots from the Novocaine. It's the best thing ever.
It's great.
Like, you get a cleaning at our dentist. He's like, you want gas for a cleaning? No, I'm good. But
Local.
Knock yourself out.
I had to go in
Put
for
you
an
to sleep.
emergency draining of a tooth that was infected. And they couldn't do a root canal because the tooth was so bad which I'm fairly pissed about because I tried to get taken care of before it was bad, and they wanted
Yeah.
to try some stuff before they did the root canal.
You had a dental abscess.
And so, I've never had pain like that in my life. I couldn't believe
It's
it.
incredibly painful.
So I was running my route in the morning, and I called the doctor or the dentist. I said, I have to get this taken care of today. So they made space for me while I was on my lunch to gas me, drill a hole in it, drain it, and put a temporary cap on it till they could actually operate on it. And then I was just numb for the rest of the day. It was great. And they gave me a whole bottle of oxycodone, which I never used. I'm afraid of that stuff.
It serves its purpose for certain things, and that's all.
I mean,
You know what? I might have taken one.
it's rightful to be cautious, but if you don't have
A history of addiction in your family?
not so much in your family either, but personally, if you don't have addictive personality traits, then you don't have to worry about it as much. I think with anything, you just have to have the right education and training. I think for pain management and whatnot, and how to take your pills and when to take your pills.
Yeah, not like me when I broke my collarbone, and now it took 2 when I woke up, 2 when I went to school, 2 on my lunch, and was just
Coasting.
Flying high all day
yeah.
long.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad time.
Yeah.
Bad time in my life.
You broke your shoulder too?
I broke my collarbone. I got hit by a truck.
I felt like
That's
that
right.
was
You're the one that's been hit by a car multiple times, right?
Yeah. It's-
same car. They reversed, tagged him again.
He got hit by a truck and told the guy that he was going to buy him a new skateboard. So by the time I had gotten there, they were considering it like extortion, basically. Like, oh, you hit me, you better buy me this or I'm going to turn you in.
Dude, I was so...
You were a kid. So
I was so fucked up at that point. I didn't even realize that my glasses were off, and then they were in the back of his bed of his truck. So there's no like denying that.
That he hit you?
Yeah, and
But that's not when you broke your collarbone.
no, that
Didn't
was
somebody
not-
throw you out of a car?
I don't remember.
I plead the fifth, Your Honor.
I heard that you got in like a ruckus and somebody beat you up and threw you out of the car.
That doesn't sound accurate. I don't know. It was
Cars
all-
have only
But possible.
cars have only struck me. I've never jumped out of one.
You're not a ruckus causer.
I definitely was a ruckus causer at that point in my life.
He just does not recall this
I
particular
just don't-
ruckus.
It was so long ago. It's all hazy to me now.
You couldn't describe the ruckus.
I could not describe the ruckus. Honestly,
little
it's so
too-
long ago.
A little too old for him, I think.
Yep, right over my head. Yep.
I had something to say and I forgot what it was.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, we're getting to that point.
Car accident.
Pranks that you've done?
Ruckus.
Beating up your brother?
Broken
I
bone.
broke James's collarbone with my chin. Our other brother. We were playing.
They're both younger than you, right?
Yeah.
Were you playing Lemmings?
No, I'll tell that story afterwards. That's not one of my most
Proud moments?
proud moments.
This is
I think I
football
almost
one.
killed him. So we were playing baseball, and he hit the ball, and he was running to first, and I was running to first, and I dove to try to tag him, and my chin hit his collarbone, and he started crying, and I was like, I was an angry kid. I was like, fuck you, don't cry, man. I hope you broke your collarbone, and he actually did break his collarbone. I felt kind of bad.
It doesn't take
Talk
that
to
much
him,
pressure to break a collarbone.
No.
What was the time where he like dislocated his shoulder?
Oh, that wasn't my. I don't know if he has glass bones. He was walking to the park and they were throwing the football around, and he slipped and hit his shoulder on the curb, and it just snapped his shoulder. The ball joint snapped the socket off of his.
Oof. Missed the glass.
Yeah, just
He dove for a football and landed on his shoulder in a really messed up way and broke the socket.
Did you throw it, Anthony?
No, I didn't. It was this. What was his name? It was our downstairs neighbor. He's this black guy named. What was his name? It was like Levon or something.
Could be like
Something with
Philip
an L.
or
It started with an L.
Henry?
I'm pretty sure.
Larry.
No, it wasn't Larry. No, but yeah, and that was literally a block away from the house. They had left, and then they came back, and James was all, pissing and crying about what happened, and so we had to take him to the hospital. Yeah, what was the Lemmings? What were you just talking about?
Katrina's tired.
I'm so tired.
This was as an adult. Katrina and I were actually living together at the time, and James and I were playing Lemmings on Super Nintendo, and he started like blowing up my shit, and all my Lemmings were dying. So and he was like laughing at it, and I was like, "Dude, stop!" And he was just laughing at it. So I took the Super Nintendo controller and smashed it on the side of his head. Yeah. I don't know if he was pretending to be knocked out or if he was actually unconscious, but that happened.
You're like the Mahler twins.
I'm
man.
not proud of it. There was another point when I was playing Final Fantasy 11, and I was like on my third day of playing like 12 hours, and Katrina comes home and I'm in my underwear. Was I eating ribs?
I don't know. But I left you in the same condition I found you like 12 hours later.
When she was going to school and being productive, I was playing Halo 2 with Eric and fucking Final Fantasy 11.
Eating ribs, wearing nothing but your underwear.
I can't remember if I was in bed or if I was on the couch in the
It was
living
the
room.
couch in the living room.
Yeah, but I was in my underwear eating food, playing Final Fantasy. Isn't that everybody's dream?
Yeah.
As soon as you guys leave, I'm gonna be in my underwear eating. No, I have kids. I can't
Not yet.
do that anymore. Later. A lot of times when the kids go to bed, I get out, I take my pants off, and I lay in my underwear on the couch. That couch you guys are sitting on.
It's all right. You got to wait to embarrass them, when they get up a little bit older.
Yeah, it hurts, huh?
I've had these headphones on my... Whoa, that's what I sound like?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've had these headphones on for almost 6 hours, and my ears hurt. Your ears hurt yet, Corey?
I'm okay.
You haven't said anything in like an hour.
No.
No.
What are we at,
We'll
Katrina?
go back to my corner.
54.
Okay, well, we're gonna end this episode a few minutes early. The last one went a few minutes late. So, I'm not making people donate per episode like we were gonna do before. So it's like, come on,
Fair enough.
just go listen. They'll realize by this time, after they've listened to 5 episodes already, that we're starting to get a little tired. It's not easy to fill 7 hours worth of content,
It's not.
and we're gonna have to do the last episode while the kids are here, which is maybe we'll have Parker on.
Oh, God.
No, might be kind of fun.
Sure.
He's wanted to be on.
Is he going to do this? And
I
I
don't
save
know.
it for the end.
Yeah. Well, that'll be this episode. We appreciate you guys. Bleh.
Ooh.
We appreciate you guys listening to. I should have had Brian make me coffee.
I can make you coffee.
Oh, see, that's another reason you could date.
Oh, Brian will make me
coffee.
coffee.
I don't know how to make.
I
coffee.
make you coffee.
I know, but you're dead in this scenario. You do food prep too, don't you?
I do.
Would he do it for
I'm
you
a big
though?
fat guy. I know how to cook.
That'll be this week's. Whew.
This hour's
This hour's episode. We'll be back for hour 7 shortly.